Hello, friends. Digital Dharma, how AI can elevate spiritual intelligence and personal well being is out now. If you have the time, ability, desire to read it, it will be helpful to you. You can also converse with my digital twin by going to digitaldeepak.ai. So, today I want to share with you an idea that is kind of accepted, but perhaps not well known, and perhaps the deeper implications of which are still not understood by people. And this is the idea that we can only observe the past of the universe and therefore the past of all reality. But let's talk about the universe. We can only observe the past of the universe, and that is because of the phenomena of the finite speed of light, which means that we see celestial objects as they were when the light left them, not as they are at the present moment. For example, when we observe the sun, we see it as it was about 8 minutes ago, because that's how long it takes light to travel from the sun to Earth. Similarly, when we look at distant stars and galaxies, we are seeing them as they were years or even millions of years ago, depending on their distance from us. So, this argument is based on the fact that the delay in observation is due to the time it takes for light to travel from the object to the observer. In this case, we're talking about the embodied observer, not the non-local observer. This means that everything we see in the universe is a snapshot of the past. Our observations are limited to the observable universe, which is the portion of the universe from which light has had time to reach us since the Big Bang. The concept of observing the future in our current frame of reference is actually very complex and might apply to the non-local observer. So there's something called block universe theory. This theory suggests that the past, present, future are equally real, but it does not imply that we can observe future events. Instead, it posits that all events exist in a block of space-time, and our perception of moving through time is an illusion. While theoretical physics, particularly Einstein's theories of relativity, allows the possibility of time dilation and certain forms of time travel, like traveling to the future through relativistic speeds or strong gravitational fields, observing or interacting with the future remains speculative and is not practically feasible with our current understanding of technology. Okay, so that's a given, that we as embodied consciousness or embodied observers cannot visit the future or even travel the past. But, if we look at everything from the point of view of the non-local observer, because in your true self is a non-local observer. Your true self observes the body, the mind, and the universe at the same time. So the true self could time travel because it's not embodied. Okay. And in fact, if we understand the nature of time in the multiverse, then in some interpretations of the multiverse, such as the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics, every possible outcome of a quantum function occurs, each in a separate universe. This suggests that every decision or event creates a branching timeline leading to multiple futures and pasts across different universes. There's also something called eternal inflation. The theory of eternal inflation posits that our universe is just one of many bubble universes that have formed in a larger multiverse. Each bubble universe could have different physical laws and constants, potentially leading to different experiences of time. This means that while time in our universe moves forward, other universes might experience time differently, although they remain causally disconnected from us. Okay, so this is a lot, but let's say the observer is non-local, which is the true self. Okay, then would all slices of space-time be available to such a non-local observer? And here is how to understand that. Quantum non-locality refers to the phenomenon where entangled particles exhibit correlations that cannot be explained by local realism. This means that the state of one particle can instantly affect the state of another, regardless of the distance separating them. However, this does not imply that information or observation can occur faster than light, or that a being, a local being anyway, could observe all of, say, space-time simultaneously. Block universe and non-locality. The block universe model, which is deterministic view of space-time, suggests that all events are fixed and exist in a static four-dimensional structure, while quantum non-locality challenges classical notions of locality. It does not inherently enable an observer to access or perceive all events across the block universe simultaneously. Okay, so this is what scientific dogma says at the moment. The concept of a non-local being is speculative, not grounded in current scientific understanding. If such a being existed, it would presumably operate outside the constraints of known physical laws, which currently do not allow for simultaneous observation of all space-time events. Okay, so on and on about, the scientific and philosophical implications of these questions about time travel. Here is what I think after sharing with you the current scientific dogma. We are non-local beings having a local experience, period. We are non-local beings having a local experience, which means spiritual beings having a physical experience. And when we go to the source of all experience, when we go to the source of all experience in consciousness, which is pure consciousness, then we find ourselves as non-local beings that can navigate past, present, and future simultaneously. But this happens in consciousness. In any case, all experience happens in consciousness. So now I'm asking you, do you think as a spiritual being, you can time travel? Let me know what you think. Okay, and once again, Digital Dharma is out, and you can continue this conversation with my digital twin, digitaldeepak.ai. And thank you for indulging me.